Hi, how are ya? Welcome to our first episode of D&D here at Roll NYC. My name is David. These are my lovely friends, Kathy and Rob. And thank you for joining us. We are here to play some, like I said, D&D, roll some dice. For those of you who are not familiar with the game, you will learn as we learn. We've been playing for a few years, but we're still learning. And yeah, so this is our first episode live streaming. So again, thanks for joining us. We are playing a game in our own little homebrew world. It's a world of Norian. You will hopefully come to learn it as we progress along. But without further ado, let's introduce our players. We'll talk about your characters later. Which you want to go first?
I'm Robert. I will be playing a blood hunter. That's about it.
Okay.
I'm Kathy. I'm going to be playing a cleric. Forgot my character. And yeah, let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. Alrighty. So let me tune up some tunes. That's what you do with tunes, right? Tune it up.
And just imagine some very fancy overlays of when our characters are playing.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Eventually we'll have a mat out with our beautiful little minis and stuff, but we'll get there. Alrighty. So, luckily you're joining us. It's our, like I said, first session. We just began our story in the continent of Norian. Our two heroes, Dameon and Viladro. We'll figure out your accent as we go.
You can call her V.
Or V. V's easier. Dameon and V were traveling along to a town known as Bryce. Bryce is a port city along the west coast of Norian. Bryce is best known for trading and lots of travelers stop there because it's kind of in the middle of the continent, again, along the west coast. Bryce is also known for having some of the coolest festivals and events that Norian has to offer. And this time of year, as our two intrepid adventurers were traveling through, they stumbled across a festival known as the Feats of Valor Festival, or Feet Fest for short.
No.
Yep.
It has an OnlyFans.
No.
Yes.
Stop.
They entered the town and saddled up their horses at the stables. And as soon as you stepped into the town, you were greeted with other festival goers. There was food, there was music, and there were challenges. There were events going on. You could partake in games. V took place in an archery challenge and won, I believe.
Yeah.
You had a nail-biter sudden death shootout with some old guy, but he wasn't just some old guy, as you came to realize eventually. And Dameon took a particular interest in a traveling salesman, a
Snake oil salesman.
a snake oil salesman, essentially. A man that introduced himself as the amazing Presto, alchemist extraordinaire. He had a open-faced wagon, which he was selling all sorts of potions and elixirs. He was offering free samples to the crowd, which of course brought a huge turnout to him. And he had 6 different potions, each that were meant to give whoever drank it amazing. One gave you super strength, one made you very intelligent, one made you see more than the eye normally could. Our heroes were immediately skeptical and did not partake entirely in the potions. And shortly after, some of the townsfolk imbibing the drinks, they started to see some strange occurrences happening. There were people who were sweating profusely and babbling and unable to form a coherent sentence. It only got weirder from there. Dameon was kind of engaged with a large... Well, actually, he wasn't large. He was just a hulking man who smashed through a wall of a building and destroyed the contents of the interior of the store. So Dameon and V jumped into action. Dameon went to subdue the strong man and sort of completed his task. You contained him to the store until he tired himself out. While V ran around the festival, gathered any people who were looking strange. And even some of the people you saw, one woman was like aging rapidly. Another person had like long, gangly limbs that did not fit their torso and the rest of their body. So you gathered the affected people in the middle of town, trying to find a cure, and were able to heal some of them through your own magical means. However, eventually the two of you confronted the amazing Presto, who you learned his name is Glimbo.
Glimbo Presto.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that. I just called him Presto.
Yep. And he was stunned and shocked by the outcome of the potions. He begged for his life as an angry mob formed. And he essentially begged you to take him back to his shop in the city of Velmire, which is maybe about a 2-hour ride from the town of Bryce. That's where he lives, that's where his shop is, and he's certain that if he speaks with his partner, who he's not disclosed who that is yet, something must have gone wrong, and he promises he wasn't behind this, there was no ill intent. If you remember, actually, he even drank one of his... You talked him into drinking one of his own potions. And while he didn't seem to have any sort of adverse effects, the townsfolk sure did. So with that, not taking any chances, Dameon hogtied the man, who was a thin... he kind of wears like an oversized blue overcoat with a vest and probably sleeves under it. Fairly well dressed, if not like these clothes are well worn, and is probably his only now nice outfit he owns. I should mention he is actually also a halfling, so he's only maybe about 3 feet tall. No. He's one of the shorter races of Norian. Definitely a quick talker, but we'll see if he can talk his way out of this one, because he seems like he is in some trouble. So, with that, you guys are... you hop back on your horses, you depart from the town of Bryce.
With Glimbo?
Glimbo.
With Glimbo over the...
Yes.
Over the back.
Tied with his hands and feet behind him, slung over the back of your horse.
And we got like the security at Bryce to at least...
keep an eye on...
corral these people.
Yes, yeah. It doesn't quite seem like they were equipped to handle this, but Glimbo insists that his potions only last an hour or so, so he's fairly confident that the side effects should subdue after an hour. He also didn't realize there were side effects, so we'll take it for what you will.
Exactly.
But, yeah, so you guys are on your way to the city of Valmeire. You're familiar with the city, for the most part.
I'm from, yeah.
Yes, Valmeire is... we'll get there when we get there. So is there anything you guys want to do along your... It's about a 2-hour horse ride.
I feel like we just need to hoof it as much as we can.
You just want to hoof it on your horses?
Hoof it on the horses.
Boo!
Hey! Ew!
Alrighty, so maybe a few minutes into the trip, you could tell Preston is quite uncomfortable to be being tied up over the back of your horse. And as you're kind of riding, are you guys riding at like a breakneck speed, or are you just kind of taking a nice casual
No, I mean, like, at pace, but quick enough to get there as quickly. Maybe try and get it. If it's 2 hours, maybe we're trying to get there in an hour and a half.
Okay, alrighty. So luckily, you guys travel down a well-maintained dirt road. There's a lot of people who travel from Valmeire to Bryce. Most likely people who are coming into Bryce with cargo, and then they bring it over to Valmeire, and vice versa. People who are taking goods from Valmeire and shipping it off to Bryce to ship it around the continent. At one point along the way, Glimbo, he's like, "Please stop! I'm getting seasick! Stop, please!"
Yeah, I ignore his cries for help and keep it.
Okay. Alright. So you ride on for another minute or so, before you hear, like, soft sobbing coming from behind you, and then as he gently vomits off the side of your horse.
Oh no.
Doesn't look like he got any on your horse.
Okay.
But he, again, stomach down on the back of a horse.
I can take him on mine if you'd like.
No, it's fine. You can stay.
Okay.
Your horse will probably be rough too.
Well, I'd put you in the front.
Please. All right.
Sorry.
You guys continue to travel until you reach the city of Velmire. Velmire is a city of Gothic architecture, a lot of tall towers and ornate statues. The city is surrounded by tall gray walls. Definitely has like a very grim feature to it. I mean, it's a fairly wealthy city, so it's well maintained. But the first thing you guys notice is the gates to Valmeire are closed. There are about 6 town guard or city guard out front, and it's one of those things where like the gates are closed, but there is a small doorway that can be easily opened for access rather than opening the whole gates. And it does look like the guards are letting some people in, but there is a crowd out front. What do you guys want to do?
I guess we ride up and try and get into the city. And like, you're from here, right? Maybe he's...
I'll go down to talk to one of the security guys.
Okay.
Can I try to find one that looks familiar to me?
Sure. Make an insight check. While I open up a can.
Whoop ass.
9.
All right. So you are scanning through the guards. They are wearing chainmail shirts, purple tabards. They do have, most of them either have helmets or some sort of like hoods up. Not that entirely disguise their features, but it makes them a little hard to recognize, like, oh, I know that guy. You do spot one guy who, sizing up the 6 of them, you kind of catch him where he's like not currently talking to anyone. He's kind of just standing there, like, doing his job. You're like, I'll go talk to him.
Okay, I'll go up to him.
Right. So you approach.
Yeah. Like, what is going on? Why are the gates closed? Hello.
He goes, well, some of these folks want to enter the town without paying the toll.
There's a toll?
There is no.
Would I have known that? Like, if there's never been a toll, right?
So, the one thing that you know, living and growing up in Valmeire, is that there is a huge separation in Valmeire from between the rich and the poor.
Yes.
It's not every day that there's a toll, but you know that tolls and like taxes are like enforced for like a week at a time, just to raise a little bit of money for who knows what the public doesn't know.
Yeah.
And then the toll will go away for a while. So it's not uncommon. It's even sometimes like to enter certain parts of the city, you you have to pay another toll to get in.
This freaking city. How many people are outside?
You see, I'd say about, it's not quite a line, there's kind of a crowd, and it looks like there are some people in line, and it looks like there have been some people who have been, like, pushed off to the side, like, kind of just, you know, they're just kind of lingering. There's probably about 30 people in general outside the city. And like I said, you can see the guards are, like, talking to some, and then just keeping an eye on others.
How much is the toll?
5 gold a person.
5 gold?
We don't set the rates.
Okay.
If you can't pay, then you'll have to sit outside with the rest of the vagrants.
I'm with the Church of Mitra. This is my home. I will be entering my home.
Give me a persuasion check.
24!
Okay. So, he goes...
Tell me your mama goes to the church.
He goes, I'm sorry, didn't realize you were a priestess of Mortia. Sure, of course. How many people are you traveling with?
2 others.
Well,
horses.
Oh, we don't charge the horses. Horses come for free. Horses bring business. He goes, give me one moment.
Next time we dress as horse.
Put the sheets over and just... Hello? I'm horse. Just looking to enter the city.
I'm told horses stay here, brain. Just horsing around.
He goes, give me one moment. He goes over to one of the other guards, and you hear them like muttering to each other, and you bits and pieces. You're like, it's a priestess of Mortia. Yeah, she's a real priestess. Do you have the holy holy symbols out?
Yeah.
She has all the holy symbols.
I wear all of them.
And he comes back. Sorry, miss. Come, bring your party in.
Thank you.
And
I wave over to.
yeah, you come riding out.
I guess with her horse.
Yeah,
You bring her horse up, and you hear Glimbo go, "Oh, we made it! Finally, I can get off this horse. This godforsaken horse. No offense to your horse, just the a little thirsty, parched."
Good to know.
You ride up, and as another guard kind of up front, he waves him over. He opens up the 2 doors again, inside, built into the gate. And you hear there's an immediate uproar, like, "Hey, why didn't they pay the toll? We want in too!" And the guard's like, "Shut it, you!" It's
Try to be kinder to them.
We have rules here, man.
One
One of the guards snaps over to
Being
you.
as unpleasant isn't one of them.
We have to maintain order. These people are out of line. And they're outside of the city, too.
We have a more pressing matter to deal with.
Alright.
So,
Well, what was the name of the guy that, or is the guy who let me in that I first talked to letting me in? Or who said the order thing, or I just want to get...
no, one of the other guards. You want to know that guard's name?
That guard's name. Yeah.
His name's Jerome.
Jerome,
the city guard. The gate guard, if you will. Because there's going to be a lot of city guards here.
Yeah.
And I will say, for the sake of this, you have never met Jerome before.
Okay.
Although I know you're going to start weaving a network of
Oh, yes, exactly.
random characters that you'll know better than I will.
I'm going to make a separate note list. It's like people you know.
Yep. Alrighty, but you guys are able to enter the city.
They don't even mention that I have someone hogtied.
No, you no.
They don't care here.
You get the vibe that maybe it has something to do with the priestly work. Maybe he's sick. Who knows? Maybe he's
sick.
Maybe he's possessed. We don't know. We don't know what the church does here. But all right, so you guys enter through the city gates. And as you kind of look over what lies before you, again, Velmire is a sprawling city, home to thousands of people. It's broken up into a few different quarters. Predominantly, there's the upper city, which has a few quarters that are pretty much exclusively for the wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
There's the mid city, which has some sections for lodging for like travelers and stuff, because people do come and go from Velmire. There's also the main market there, restaurants. That's kind of like your city life, if you will, here.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is the lower city, which is almost exclusively made for like dirt huts and hovels that the poor live in,
Mhm.
as well as some of the factories that produce some of the goods from Valmeire. Those are located in the lower city.
So what I would like to do is undo something like the leg part of Presto tied up situation and kind of just walk him like a baby.
Okay.
Like he's on a string.
On a harness.
Yeah.
Like he's walking to the gallows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just really like, oh, lead the way.
And you see he kind of like stretches his... Good thing you have a long piece of rope, because he's quite short compared to you on your horse.
Are we gonna park the horses, or we wanna
Up to you.
ride them?
Just here's a hitch.
There's the parking of
I will
There's
say...
horse parking.
There's horse parking. There's always horse parking.
Yeah, there are a few stables throughout the city,
Okay.
and he points out there's a stables much closer
Okay.
to his shop is in the mid city market. So he says there's a stable over there. Yeah, we'll ride there, and then you can hitch up, and we'll get to my shop.
How about he rides with me?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. You
So I
see,
set him on
his
in front of
hands
me
hands
like
are still tied, so you kind of have to like
So I set him in front of me like a
pick him up
child.
like a child. Oh, thank you.
Tom.
He stretches his
Yeah.
his legs out, and his feet like pretty much go straight out from the horse. They don't, they barely wrap around the back of it.
All right, which way?
He goes, oh, it's just this way, and easy enough to get to the mid city market. All of these wonderful human cities. They have signs everywhere, make it very easy to navigate, especially for outsiders.
So you're not from here?
No. Well, I've been here for about a year or so.
Okay, where did you come from?
Originally Corby.
Oh.
That is my home. It's where most halflings come from anyway.
That's true.
But I didn't really fit in there.
Why is
Could
that?
say. I think halflings are weird. Is that a weird thing to say?
Why do you say that weird?
Or maybe I'm weird. It could.
You're very weird.
It could be me. After leaving Corby, I went to Puddledale,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I fit in much better with
So
the
you're more
gnomes.
of a gnome.
Well, yes, I suppose they feel like my people.
Hmm.
What can I say? Puddledale feels like home. But then there was only so much I could accomplish there, so I came to Velmire to begin my entrepreneurial...
Oh, so you've only... I'm picking up your accent already. So you've only been doing this for a year, selling...
Well, I mean, I've been traveling Norian for years prior to that, selling all sorts of manner of goods
It's like-
and...
Jeez, he likes to talk. Yeah. 24.
Yeah, so you get the vibe. Glimbo is he's a talker,
Yes.
and more so that he talks kind of just to hear himself talk. But you get the vibe very quickly that he's one of those people that tells enough lies until he believes it's the truth. So he's got self-confidence. Can't take that away from him. Considering he was just hogtied and vomited on the side of a horse, maybe passed out from exhaustion, and
Right, still look good.
who knows, could have murdered 30, 50 people at the other festival. But
seems totally fun.
he's doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you kind of catch him, like he goes on a tangent about his travels. At one point, like, you guys talk to each other and like realize, like, you're not even listening to him, and he doesn't even realize you're not listening to him. Yeah. He's just entranced in his own story. But that being said, he goes, well, eventually he gets to the truth. And he goes, well, I've been here in Valmeire for almost a year or so. This is where I met my partner, Hall. He's quite the potion brewer. He's, well, if I must admit, the true mastermind behind our partnership. He brews the potions. I peddle them.
Would I know the name Hall? Being the fact that I'm here.
He calls himself Hall Hammerhearth, or he refers to his partner. His full name is Hall Hammerhearth, which is a true dwarven name. The name does not ring a bell, at least in your initial knowledge of. He's not a master potion brewer or master, salesman. You've never heard of this guy before you met him at Feet Fest. All right, so with that, he, Presto Glimbo, is going on and on about his endeavors with his partner, Hall Hammerhearth. He says he is the front, the face of the company, the traveling sales company, of course. And but Hall is the one that actually brews the potions, and he's been in potion brewing before Presto came into the picture.
A dwarf that brews potion. Interesting.
He is great at it. He's got a knack. Okay, so I will admit,
We got to...
today's outing was rough, to say the least. This has never happened before.
Inside joke. 10.
He goes on to say, we've always had great success with potion brewing and sales, and people eat the stuff up. I really don't know why this happened today.
No. Well, let's see what the hall has to say.
Yeah.
How much further is this place?
Oh, it's not far. Maybe about 20 minutes.
Great. Now that we're all friends, you can shut up and I'll bake us a pie when we get there.
Okay. He just sits there with his hands tied behind him. I assume he's still bound.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to be nicer to the guy who almost ruined the whole town?
I'm not. But we're already here. Just a positive environment is not a bad thing.
As you say positive environment, you see Valmeire. It looks like it's seen better days actually. As you ride, especially like into the market, there is a gate that leads into the market that is closes at night. It is currently open as it's about midday. I'd say it's about 4 p.m. when you get to Velmire, and you see there are just like gatherings of. There is clear unrest in the city. You see there are people like petitioning and like protesting various shops, and you see like the guard, like the common folk are not a fan of the city guard here. Nothing violent by any means, but again, not uncommon to the streets of Velmire, but Velmire looks like it's in a bit of a tumultuous environment right now. However, no one bothers you. No one cares that you have a bound halfling on the front of your horse. Probably just assume you're bounty hunter or something. Or, again, you're riding him to his last rites. But yeah, you arrive at this single-story building, wood exterior. You see immediately when you ride up, there's a front door. There's a large kind of like picture window in the front. The window has been smashed open, and it looks like, I mean, it's tough to say from the outside, but it looks like this place was either like ransacked or just attacked and, you know, destroyed in some sort of way. You see there's like mud like thrown on the door and stuff, and you see Glimbo like his jaw drops as you guys pull up to the store. He's like, "What? How could this have happened?
Looks like you got some...
I'm an honest merchant."
Rainbow.
Well, I'm telling you the truth. I didn't know this was gonna happen.
So, does Hall also sell within Velmire?
Yes, he lives here as well. I actually live in the back of the store. I live here as well. He lives not far from here.
So,
But we have to get inside. Quick. You hear like he's talked out. You have to untie me, and my key is in my coat. I need to open the door. Please.
Get his keys from him.
where are the keys?
They're in this pocket. And you reach in. You pull out like a handkerchief. Oh, don't touch that. You pull out a little key ring. It has 3 keys on it. It's the copper one.
Okay. They're all copper.
They're all copper, yeah.
Okay. So I'll take him off like a baby.
Thank you. It's a long way down.
We get off and then...
I'm usually used to riding ponies. Alright, so you escort him to the front door, use the copper key. It appears that the door is still locked. So it did not look like it was opened one way or another. And as you guys enter the potion shop, you see, again, the place is, it looks like a hurricane came through here. It looks like different like bookshelves and like display cases have been knocked over. You see there's like shattered glass on the floor, and there's different like colored liquids spilled over. You imagine there is different potions that he might have sold out of the shop. And you see he like goes to like scurry to like the back of the store, and you see he goes to like hurry towards this one bookshelf that's this one wardrobe that's like knocked on its front. What do you guys want to do?
Is he able to get in there, or is he like...
His hands are tied behind his back, so he like scurries over. He goes, "Oh, it has to be here. It has to be here. Can one of you help, please?"
He's your friend.
Yeah.
I mean, untying me would be the easiest thing. I'm small.
What are you going to do?
I can't get far. I'm really of no harm to you.
I untie him.
Okay, thank you. Bless you. He goes back to the back of the wardrobe, and you see actually the back panel of the wardrobe has been peeled off, and you see there was actually like a small compartment back there, and he like flips through it, and he's like, "Oh no, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone! My notebook, my notes, everything. My life's work. Well, at least my last years of life's work. It's all gone." You see he like sits down on the wardrobe and just like puts his hands like in his hair and just like...
So for the future, you should probably keep things that are that important on you all the time.
Well, it's a big book. I can't really carry it all the time. I'm small.
All right, where's your partner?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he wipes his big old nose.
Don't you have him?
Oh, thank you, my handkerchief.
Quite crunchy.
Yes, it's a trustworthy handkerchief. He lives maybe 5-6 minutes from here, a short walk away. Very convenient when he comes to work.
Okay, let's go.
You asked where he lives?
Very convenient. I'm not buying it.
Just lead the way.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's just get
Very
there.
convenient.
All right.
Oh my god.
Is there anything you guys want to do
Do we want to inspect in here?
Well, I'd rather find the guy and see what's going on, and then if anything, we can come back.
Alright, let's go find Hole.
Hole in Oats.
Alright. So you guys depart. He goes, he lives just down this way, and he escorts you down the city streets of the mid-city market of Velmire. It's like he said, a short walk. This might have been one of the actual honest things he said to you today. It is actually only about 5 minutes away. Maybe a little longer because he takes small steps, but still, you get there. And again, you see another fairly unassuming wooden cottage. It's attached on both sides to 2 other buildings. You see there is a front door and 2 windows on the front. It looks like there's some sort of wood panels or boards up on the inside of the windows. Look like they're barricaded from the inside. And
Hall. This is Hall's house.
He goes, yes, this is where he lives. I haven't been here in quite some time, but I'm fairly certain this is it. Hello? Hall? It's me, Glimbo. Hello?
Is there a door?
There is a front door.
I start knocking on the door.
Okay, you give a thump, thump, thump. He gets a little closer.
I don't need your help.
Maybe he'd recognize me.
You already said Glimbo. He already knows your name.
Hello!
I smack him in the back.
Hello! Right, maybe I deserve that. There is no response on the thud, thud, thud.
I just see if
The door is locked.
Okay. Oh. You don't have a key to this place?
I don't know.
Okay. I try to just kick it.
Okay. Give me a... do you have athletics?
I believe I do.
If not, just give me a strength check. But if you have athletics...
I do have athletics.
Give me that athletics check. He kind of takes a step back. Oh!
I probably hurt myself.
Oh,
9.
Doof! You kick the door, and it does not budge. It is a solid door. Probably made by a solid dwarf. Is there anything you want to do, V?
I'm looking.
Any magic you have for
I'm looking. Are any of the are all the windows? How many stories is it?
So it appears to be a single story. There's some shrubs and tall. The place is for the most part unkempt. There's tall grass and shrubs, kind of blocking the the foundation of the building.
Mm-hmm.
But from what you can see, there is 2 windows which are barricaded over with boards or boarded up.
Mm-hmm.
A wooden door, and then it's kind of like a little pitched roof. And again, it is attached on both sides. So.
And it's boarded up from the inside.
Mm-hmm. The windows aren't smashed or broken or anything like that, but you can tell that the boards were nailed up from inside the house.
Is Hall a religious man?
I don't believe so. We never really spoke of religion.
Mm-hmm.
No, not particularly.
Can you pick a lock?
Well...
That's a yes for me. Go for it.
I don't think he wants to admit.
He picks up a rock.
Oh no.
Clunk! He just starts whacking the doorknob with it.
He's
Tink!
Useless happening. I don't say that lightly.
He pokes into the keyhole. Oh! It's me, Glimbo!
I need to get the who's the
Is
god
there a
of-
back door?
Hello! If you would have to circle down the street and see if there's an alley behind the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
You could potentially either on your own or with a boost get on top of the building. It's a single-story building, so...
Can I, like, listen to the door and hear if I hear anything in the...
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Shut up! Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. 11.
Okay. It's good enough, actually. You listen. It's quiet in there. But as you're kind of, like, focusing out, and now that Glimbo is actually, like, shut up and you can focus, you smell something. Almost like a sulfurous smell, almost like a chemically smell. And as you kind of take a step back, look at the front of the building, you notice there's actually, it looks like there's some sort of small, like, slit window in the, almost like the foundation of the building. Looks like some sort of, like, lower level basement maybe. And the window is slightly ajar, and some odorous smells are coming out of it.
Can Glimbo fit in the...
It's a slit!
Maybe slit's the wrong word.
Okay.
He may fit.
Okay.
He may fit. It's one of those windows that kind of like pop out, so he might be able to like scurry in.
Pick up.
Oh!
I start stopping.
Oh no! Are you stopping?
You keep
No.
squirming harder.
All right. So after a
Let's
while,
help you, Glimbo.
after a while, he realizes he's not going to break free of your grip, so he kind of just like slides and he shimmies down into the window.
Thank you for your service.
You you can like kind of like put like your arm in there. You want to let go of him, or you want to?
Yeah, I'll let go.
Okay, you let go. You're oof. I'm okay.
Good to know. Open that door for us.
All right, I'm coming. You see him like scurry off.
And not to open the door?
He like yelps or screams,
Yeah.
and then he runs off.
Glimbo! Open the door!
You hear coming from the inside, Glimbo! Where are you? Glimbo!
Okay. I'm sure he's fine. I'm gonna go to the front door. I'm gonna try kicking open the door.
Okay, give me another strength check. Or athletic check.
Okay, that's better, but doors are so tricky in the world.
Doors are the greatest villain.
18.
Alright, so you
17, sorry.
you take a step back, you give one step and give a firm kick into the door. This time it swings open, and you hear on the other side, as it does appear Glimbo was coming upstairs to open the door for you.
Yeah.
And he was struck by this door. You see he kind of like spun around and is like laying face first.
I don't think I could have timed that any better. Are you okay?
He's downstairs.
Okay, great.
Something happened to home.
Oh.
Took one of the potions.
He's like the scary man in the shop.
Oh boy. Oh, you!
Alright.
Don't kill him. Please, he's my friend.
We're all friends here now.
Yes, I wouldn't kill either of you. Hopefully you wouldn't kill me either.
I would like to see that you try.
Alright, so he's downstairs?
Yes.
Alright, so...
He's quite big. He's quite angry.
I'm just going to... I hope you don't make me try yet. And I cast guidance on him.
That gives me a D4, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and then,
For a minute, right?
Yes.
As first the okay, cool.
I'm going to use my mood again.
You're gonna take one of your homebrew potions.
Yes.
In this homebrew
One
game.
of my homebrewed potions
Okay.
that I homebrewed myself.
Okay.
In-game homebrew.
I'm pretty by the book. So.
Yes.
Mm.
Aren't you playing out like 3 different books though?
Shut
Alright, so I'm taking the potency potion.
up.
Your strength score increases by 3, as does your strength maximum. This bonus increases by 1. Anyway, so my strength is now 16.
Okay. So you buff your strength up.
Yep.
And V casts guidance on you, which gives you a D4 on your first. I think it's like an ability check, right? Ability check or...
I have disadvantage on dexterity checks.
You touch one willing creature before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number to one ability check of its choice.
Okay.
It can roll the die before or after.
Or after, right. Okay. And dexterity on... disadvantage on dexterity
Checks.
saves also, or just checks?
Oh, dexterity saving throws.
So just saving throws.
Just saving
Not
throws.
checks.
Not checks.
Okay, cool. So if you were to stealth, climb, whatever, pick a lock, that wouldn't be a disadvantage.
Sure.
Okay, cool. So that being said, the room you're in, currently on the first floor, is looks like actually a fairly empty, abandoned room.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few pieces of scattered furniture, but it doesn't look like this room has been lived in quite some time. There is a door open on the far side of the room, which leads downstairs. You imagine that's where Preston, when you dropped him, he climbed up to this floor. So, how do you want to proceed?
So, me, all on my jack juice, I'm going to find Hall
Okay.
and give him a what for.
Okay.
I'm going to take Presto by the hand because I don't want him to run away.
Okay.
you are going to stay with us.
I'm quite scared. He lunged at me. I barely escaped.
Where was the rope? Do I have the rope?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tie him up.
Do you want to tie him to something, or?
Is there something to tie? You said it was empty in here, right?
Yeah, I'll say there's one of those tables that are attached to the wall that can swing out.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be able to tie him to that. It's bolted down.
Okay.
He would have to pull some slick move to get out.
Okay.
You're pretty much doing the handcuff him to a sink
Yes.
trick.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Okay, cool. What if he comes? I can't defend myself.
You couldn't defend yourself if
I
you
could
were free.
run before.
Nope, then you are staying.
And then this is where the amazing Presto dies.
Say your prayers. Do
I
you pray to a god?
guess the Trinity.
Let me go through my pray.
Please, don't let them kill Hall.
I'm going to try our
For
best.
me.
I'm going to try our best not to kill him.
Okay. Alrighty, so with that, I'm going to go set up. Whoa! Set up a map.
That's a map that wants to be set up.
Alright, guys, roll for initiative.
Oh.
I gotta do that too, right?
Yes.
Do I have to roll for Preston? He's locked up upstairs.
If he's going to join.
He's too scared.
Roll for whimpering.
That'll just be background noise.
No. I don't want to go first anyway.
Alright, what'd you guys get?
12.
7.
Ooh!
Going high. Starting high.
Alright. You said you had 12? Okay. Alrighty, so with that, as you guys progress down the stairs, you're leading, right?
Yes, I'm following.
As you guys go down the stairs, you both draw your weapons, or are you going in? How we proceeding in?
Yeah, I'm gonna have my sword drawn.
Okay, cool. You as well?
Yes, I'll have my crossbow out.
The crossbow, and you have a mace, right?
Yes.
Whack. Alright, so you see, as you step into the room, you can see, I know it's a little tough to see for you guys, but bear with us. So, off to your right, you see a little, an elevated, 2 steps up,
Stage.
A stage, but like an elevated platform with a bed, a dresser or two, a small little table. As you can see, upstairs was abandoned or not lived in, so you get the vibe that Hall lives down here. It's one of those kind of shorter beds made for dwarves.
Short but wide.
Yeah. You see right in front of you is a L-shaped kind of like workstation. You see there's all sorts of materials and a coat and hat rack along the wall. You see different like sewing machines and all different pieces of fabric. You see he's a bit of a tailor as well. He does some stitch work here. This guy just has so many skills. He's a true craftsman. The only thing he doesn't do is forging.
Ironically.
He went against.
Further along, you have some barrels, boxes. We'll say boxes and crates. Looks like they're closed with storage. There's two long shelving compartments that go up to the ceiling of the basement. We'll say the basement's about 6 feet tall. So it's how tall are you guys?
6 feet.
5'5".
Okay, so you're just about like grazing the ceiling.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's somewhat tight. You can stand up, but like any like overhead swing, you're gonna hit the ceiling.
That's good to know.
But that being said, these are two long rows of barrels. You see all different sorts of wooden barrels. They're not labeled, but you can see that again. There are two like aisles of them with a space to go around, and on the far corner, you see there are these 4 tall glass containers that go almost up to the ceiling. They're probably about 5 feet tall. There's a little space between the top, and you can actually see one of them is venting out a window, most likely the back of the building. But they are filled with different colored liquids, and kind of around the bends there is a potion station where you gather. Hall does his work.
Does it also smell like sulfur here?
It does, yeah. The smell definitely intensifies. Yes.
Intensifies.
Yes. Is that a word?
Yeah.
I know it's a word. I don't know if I said it right. Yeah, it definitely gets more intense as you come down into the basement, and you see actually stepping out, kind of like into the clearing. You see what should be a dwarf. He was wearing kind of a simple shirt and kind of simple trousers, stained, and definitely he looks like a worker, like he's working with things and things are constantly getting on his clothes. You see he has like frizzy brown hair and a big old beard. But the thing that jumps out at you, other than him, of course, is that he is much larger than a normal dwarf. While dwarves normally range between 3 and 4 feet, he's right around like 5.5 feet tall. He's definitely enlarged in some way, shape, or form. And actually see the clothes he was wearing start to like tear as they are like struggling to contain his new size.
He's hulking out.
He's literally hulking out. But he steps out into the clearing and he goes, "You two, you shouldn't be here! Now I'll feed you to the dogs."
He stops.
And
The puppies.
he scampers off, and actually you lose sight of him as he goes behind the 2 aisles of barrels. You can hear him. He like stomps off, and he's like rummaging around for something. But you guys lose sight of him.
Okay.
It is your turn first, Dameon.
So, let me just... So where around did he... So he was like over...
He was here, and he scampered this way, and you lost sight of him as soon as he turned the corner. You can like kind of sort of see between some of the barrels, but you definitely don't get a clear shot. They're all pretty much...
Alright, so... He's not in here, right?
You peek down the first aisle. He's not in the first aisle.
Okay, so then I'm going to dash.
Okay, so as you get to right about there, you see he's made his way over here, and he looks like he's like opening up a some sort of like cabinet, and you see he's just like grabbing like a handful, and now that he's bigger, like an armful of different colored potions and stuff.
I'm just gonna go and fight you, pussy.
All right, are you gonna end your turn there?
Yeah.
Okay. Viladro, you go next.
Okay. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight, like one down, and then not that close.
Oh. Over here or there?
Yeah, straight over here, like there.
Okay.
Can I make it there?
Yep.
Can I see him?
Yeah, that is 6 squares. Yeah, you'd be able to see him. This is a clear path. And again, you can see he's currently using this turn to just like take potions and just like tuck them into his arms, and he's like frantically like looking over his shoulder. He hears Dameon's insult, and he looks pissed.
Okay. But I'm going to yell at him. You hurt many people with your potions. We need antidotes. We need to fix what you have ruined.
He kind of barks back at you, goes, "There is no cure! It was supposed to take out Glimbo too. Is he dead too?"
No, he's upstairs.
That's probably yours.
Okay. Yeah, we can go later.
Okay.
If they're stealing packages, you gotta let them know.
Okay.
All right. So you moved to that space.
Yeah.
You do have line of sight of him.
Yeah.
And he is, like I said, frantically loading up with potions.
And he said that he wanted to kill these people.
Yes.
Or that they were supposed to die.
Yes.
Why are you doing this?
It looks like, yeah, he also says, well, it's funny, Glimbo didn't die. He was the one that was supposed to. There'll be time for him. Is he here?
Yes?
Good.
Okay, we can't kill this man. We need to find out what's happening. So I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on him.
Okay.
Yep.
What does that do?
Yes.
Tell me.
So
It obviously enfeebles him.
yeah, so 60 feet, and I can see him.
Yep.
Concentration for... Fuck.
What?
I'm going to have to drop guidance on you. Oh, no. Sorry, yeah.
No, not the end of the world.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast Raven People on him. Black Beam. Well, I want it to be white.
Sure.
I'm going to do strings come out of my fingertips. I make a range spell attack.
Oh, cool.
Damn it.
I was going to say, does he have to make a save?
On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. The end of each of its turns, he'll make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, I need to do that button. All right. What do I do? Touch. Wisdom. I can do this.
So it's your wisdom and your proficiency bonus.
Okay. 19.
Okay, that does hit him.
Yes.
So as he just about finishes loading, he's got about like 6 vials tucked into his arm. He turns around and he's like eyeing you both up. You unleash a white bolt of energy.
Yes.
It strikes him right in the chest.
Yeah.
How much damage is that?
Nothing.
It doesn't do any damage?
No, it doesn't do any damage.
Okay.
But now he can only deal half damage.
With
Strength attacks.
okay, which is probably what he's going to be doing mostly.
Yep.
Does it slow him or anything? Okay, so he does half damage with melee attack.
Yes. Very
Okay.
Interesting.
Good
Second level spell.
And he makes saves
Constitution saves at the end of his turn.
at the end of his turn. Okay,
I'll
cool.
try to keep track of it.
Cool. Okay.
That's
Anything on a bonus action? Because you moved, you did your main action, your standard action.
No, that's it.
Okay, cool. It is back to the top of the round. Paul goes. So you see he's going to spin around. He was going to go for you, but an insult doesn't hurt as much as... he's got thick skin. He's a dwarf. He's probably heard worse than you, pussy. But magic is Mm-mm. You don't like magic.
No.
He's gonna.
You can't make it.
No. But you see, he's gonna look down.
Oh God.
Take out one of the potions, and now is like his massive hands. Even though he's only about 5.5 feet tall, his proportions are still dwarven. So now he has this these giant mitt of hands. He pulls out this little potion, shakes it, and throws it at you.
No.
So he's gonna make a range attack.
Oh boy.
All right, that'll be a 17.
Hit.
Okay. I need you
She girl.
to make a dexterity saving throw.
15?
Okay, 15 is exactly what you need.
Thank God.
So you see, as he throws the potion at you, he moves with he's pretty quick, kind of
Oh, geez.
like gorilla runs over with one hand because his other arm is full of potions. But he takes one out, shakes it, throws it at you. It kind of hits you in the lower half and not enough to hurt you, but you feel whatever the potion was starts to take effect. You very quickly step back. You're like, whoa, hold on, and you're able to shrug off the effect of the potion.
Oh, jeez. Did I take damage?
No,
Oh,
Nope.
nice.
no, he was just trying to essentially cast a spell on you, but through alchemy. He's got one more square, so he'll come here. All right. So that is his turn. Dameon, it is your go now.
Six. I love those diagonals.
Mm-hmm. Use them.
But that doesn't. I have to dash.
You have to dash to get to him.
to get to him, and
You don't have anything ranged?
no.
Anything on your bonus action you want to do?
Um,
You said you already took your mutagen potion.
and I'm just gonna taunt him. Going after girls, are we? Tough man.
Give me a charisma check.
The 3.
All right. He doesn't respond to this insult. He seems thoroughly
Nor would I. That was a terrible.
right.
I could have done better.
All right. It is your move again, Viladro. But now you got him. Now you got him in melee combat.
If he steps away, he
He's getting slapped.
Okay. Right next to the little corner. One more that I can get there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go over there and be like, "Oh, the magics actually make you a little nervous, do they? Shit, that should not be taunting." Oh yeah,
You have to
roll.
make- what is it? What kind of save is it?
Constitution.
Yes.
Constitution save.
So how do I calculate? It's 8 plus.
8 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
That's your spell DC.
All right, 14.
Okay, so I rolled a 12.
Okay.
So he is still currently affected by... He is still enfeebled.
Yay. Okay. And then I'm gonna use my turn to defend myself.
Okay, cool. So you moved and you're going to defend yourself.
Yep.
Cool. All right. It is back to the top of his round. He's going to turn around and come. He's still slightly shorter than you. He's going to reach out with his one free arm. He's going to try to grab you.
Okay, cool.
So I need you to make a athletics check. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy, good. Oh boy,
Oh boy, good for him.
Oh boy, bad for you.
So that's 15 for me.
Okay, I got a 24.
Oh, jeez.
So he reaches out with his big old hand, and it's almost like big enough to like grab you by the torso. Not even like by the shirt, like by the torso. So that is his first attack. He's now going to throw you.
Okay.
Actually, he'll move with you first. That's as far as he can get. All right, so he's going to bring you over there, and he's just going to throw you straight back. So he's going to use his second attack to throw you. All right, so he only rolled a 12. So he does toss you this way. You are prone, but you don't take any damage from it, as it's more of like a, get out of here. That is the end of his turn, though. Dameon, you go.
Okay. Oh, I should have this pulled up. So I'm going to get up. That's
2 squares.
2 squares.
Yeah, we don't play the it's half your movement sort of thing. That I feel like that penalizes faster people than slower people. So it's 2 squares to get up.
Slower people are just can't do it.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna give him the old 4.
Okay.
Woo!
Nice little jabbing attack with the long sword. That's a natural 1.
Oh, damn.
All right. So your first instinct, you bring your sword up.
I forget.
And you're like, oh, I'm in a enclosed.
You're in a dwarf's hovel.
Yeah, pretty much. You're fighting in.
I still talking about Blink Limbo.
Damn it, Glimbo!
This is all Glimbo's fault.
Yeah, this is all Glimbo's
If we
fault.
didn't meet him, we wouldn't be here.
Is there anything else you can do on your turn? I know at this point you only get one attack. But...
Yeah. For now, just end my turn.
Okay. V, you're up.
I want to yell at him again. Why are you doing this?
He goes, you wouldn't understand. Glimbo is just a pawn. A stepping stone. I got my eyes on a bigger goal.
Want to share?
Not particularly.
Honestly, I'm gonna go back behind.
Where are you going?
Like,
Yeah, no,
Behind.
one more diagonal. Oh Jesus, the other diagonal.
Towards the table?
Yes,
Okay.
like hiding behind that little ledger. Oh my God. There, yes, thank you.
They said that is a table, so I could be seen over.
Okay, yeah,
Just
that's
like-
fine. I just want to crouch down.
Okay.
I don't have like my
your mace?
no.
Oh.
My crossbow on top, like I'm sniping.
You gonna shoot him?
No, I want more information before I shoot him.
Okay.
All right, I'm just crouch down.
You can shoot him. We don't have to kill him.
You do
I don't
you.
want him to get mad at me.
Fair enough.
I am squishier than you.
This is true.
Okay. So I'm going to defend myself.
And defend yourself again.
Yeah.
All right. So
I helped.
sort of. All right. He is up next.
Yes, I'll make that Constitution. So.
Yes.
At the end
of his turn. Yeah, I forgot last turn, but that's okay. All right. So that being said, he's gonna reach into his potion bundle. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
So he is going to take. You see that he pulls out like from the potion from his bundle. It's like a purple liquid. He shakes it and slams it on the ground at his feet. I need both of you and him to make a wisdom saving throw.
15.
6.
Okay. So, in a strange turn of events,
Uh.
you see he slams the potion on the ground. The aroma from this purple liquid immediately like fills the area. It's pretty much just 5 feet around him, so it does affect all 3 of you. Once again, you kind of breathe in, but then cough out the effects of it. There's magic in there, but you're able to shrug it off. However, you and Hall are both stricken with fear.
Oh my god.
So now, what's interesting is
You're afraid of each other?
you're afraid of him, and he is afraid of himself.
Get him here!
So with that, so he's used his action.
What does that even mean?
He is now going to run away. You can take an opportunity attack on him, but it would be at disadvantage because you are afraid of him.
All right.
He is your source of fear.
Try.
I'm still gonna try. That's another natty one.
Okay. So the immediate glimpse of just looking at this man, you have almost like a flash of like this man like pounding you to death, and it's like, oh.
Do I technically have a opportunity attack?
You have a crossbow out, so I would say you could take
magic.
You could, yeah. You could use a warcaster spell. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so he's gonna move here unless otherwise stated.
And I can't move towards him, right?
So we're gonna play this because there's like fear, there's frighten. So you can move towards him, but you have disadvantage on attacks while he's in sight, and you can only roll at the end of your turn to break the effect if he's not in sight.
Okay.
All right.
You can go ahead and fight him, but
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder.
be a disadvantage.
I'm going to do the cantrip Word of Radiance. He has to do a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage.
That is a natty one.
Yay! Make this man bleed! 3!
Ah! So from behind your cover, you let out a gout of light, and it kind of singes him a little bit, and he lets out a "Ah! No!" as he goes like running off. He actually, in his fear, he drops another potion
Oh boy.
along the way. It only affects him,
Weak
And-
potion, weak potion.
and you see as he takes like one step, two step, he starts to like levitate off the ground and like bumps into the ceiling, and is currently like
Ceiling? Oh
like
my god.
stuck to
Just
the.
go up there and stab him!
He's not that far up because the ceiling's not
Oh,
that high,
yeah.
but he's currently
Floating.
feared and levitated.
Oh, gosh.
That is the end of his turn, and he
Man's a mess.
is going to try to
Get
end
out
your
of it,
enfeeblement. That is a 11,
Yeah.
so he is still enfeebled.
Enfeebled, floating, afraid.
He's got a lot of status effects on him.
Stacked little rings on him.
Yep. All right. That being said, it is your move, Dameon.
I'm going to try and just shake off this fear.
Okay. So I will say it's at the end of your turn.
Right, so I'm gonna.
So do you want to move at all, or
You can't move towards him, though, right?
you can move towards him, but you can't shake off fear if he's in sight.
Right, so
So you'd have to break line of sight wherever you end up.
I'm going to just
Do it here.
do it here.
Okay. Cool. So it's a wisdom save.
Natural 20.
Woo!
All right.
Ding, ding, ding.
You've been trained to face far worse than this oversized dwarf. He's strong, don't get me wrong, but you've been trained to fight worse.
Yeah.
All right, so you break off the fear of that last potion, and you kind of poke around the corner, and he is like just like floating on the ceiling, kind of like bounces off it. He's just like in like low gravity, and he's just get away.
I don't know what to do with this.
All right, it is Viladro's turn.
I'm just be like, oh my god, we got to get this guy to stop. So I will shoot him with my crossbow. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He is out in the open. Again, he's floating up in the air. Actually, you know what? That hit anyway. You get advantage on this because he's currently afeared. In case you roll a natural 20.
Yeah.
Nope.
23?
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Roll some damage.
Roll that damage.
7 damage.
Okay, so he takes another 7 damage from a crossbow bolt.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have the crossbow expert?
No.
Okay, so it is going to be your bonus action to reload.
Yes.
Do you want to move at all? And do you want to reload now?
I will reload now.
Okay, so you fire a crossbow bolt, reload.
Ping! I will not move.
Okay,
I like this cozy stuff.
so you sit there and cover. Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. He's got a lot going on here. You see, he's gonna sort of maintain his. Now that he realizes he's levitating, he's gonna like levitate over to. Now, see, he's trapped because he is the source of his own fear.
Mm-hmm.
So he might just have to ride out.
Like, he just has to, like, crouch down and...
Yeah, I might, in a turn or two, I might give him a chance at disadvantage, but he is his own worst nightmare. He looks up at himself in the mirror and he's like, what have I become?
Yes! Does he say anything like that? Like, can I notice that?
He doesn't say anything like that.
Okay.
He looks...
I was like, can I take advantage of this and get things out of him?
You can continue to try to probe him for answers. But up until this point, he seems like a hulking mess, like the guy in the store. But you can tell he is still like aware enough to form complete sentences and speak. And he clearly knows what's in these vials, even though they're all unmarked. All right, so he is going to levitate.
I'm levitating.
All right, so he's going to throw his 4th vial at you, Viladro.
Oh boy. Can I bat it away? Can I catch it?
You were not defending yourself this turn because you fired a shot. Okay, so he does hit you with a 22. And
you don't know that.
Huh? He knows my DC. Or my AC.
As he throws a green vial at you, it shatters on impact, and your armor and a little bit of your hair start to burn as you take 8 points of acid damage. You just get away from me! I just want to be left alone.
As he drinks the Coke.
As his 6th potion is a Coke Zero. All right.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, no sponsor. Not yet, anyway. All right, that is his 4th potion. You see, he's got 2 more. At this point, he kind of just clutches them in his hand. Okay, Dameon, you go.
I'm gonna move.
You got to roll for enfeeblement.
Yes.
14?
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So he finally shakes off the enfeeblement.
Okay.
Hasn't even done anything.
There's actually, that's part of the reason why he hasn't been fighting. Not fighting, but...
So I have my sword, and I'm going to try to, like, poke up, but, like, I'm, like, aiming for shoulder, something that's not going to kill him. Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much if you bring him to 0 hit points, you can call it a non-lethal.
Yeah.
But he looks like he's in good shape.
Okay. Until now. So that's going to be...
I'll say you have advantage on this because he is currently under the effects of a fear.
Are we recording?
We should be.
Right?
Yeah, the top right.
The top right.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought we were.
I hope so.
I was like, wait, we're not getting the good stuff.
So that is... 15?
15 to hit?
Yeah.
15 will hit.
Sure.
Seven,
I can't.
8, 9, 10. 10.
10 damage?
10 damage.
Nice, alright. You took into account that potion You
Yeah, because
that increases your chance to hit. Should increase your damage too.
I've been doing... No, yeah, I've been accounting
Cool.
for everything.
Okay, sounds good. So 10 damage.
10 damage.
All right. So like I said, he looks focused on getting V just out of here, just go away, and you kind of come around the corner, give him instead of slashing high, you come across, slash into him. He's definitely taking some damage. He's hanging on, but this whatever. At this point, you've come to realize that he's taken some sort of mixture of potions.
Cocktail.
Yeah, a fine cocktail of black market potions. So at this point, he's tougher than he should be, probably. All right. Is there anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. V, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to shoot him again.
Okay.
I don't have a disadvantage because...
No, you still have advantage on him while he's under the effects of fear.
Yeah.
He took a gamble with that fear potion.
Unnatural 20.
That'll hit.
Nope.
Nope.
Dead. It's dead.
Gone forever. Goodbye.
8 damage.
All right. So another crossbow strikes into his shoulder. He's got one in each shoulder and a slash across his side. You feel now he's breathing heavy, and his little tunic is starting to well up with blood. He doesn't look ready to give up though. Do you want to move at all?
No.
And you want to reload, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay. So at the end of your turn.
Yes.
Okay. So he's gonna come over here.
Oh, come on.
Once again, he's gonna take a gamble. He's gonna take his 5th potion and slam it on the ground.
And then I threw it on the ground.
I need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 19.
11.
Ha! Got her! I realize a lot of these things are affecting your wisdom, which you are good at, but these are the potions he grabbed.
Yep.
All right, so as he drops this kind of yellowish, orangey yellow fluid, he drops it on the ground. It infects all 3 of us. You're able to shake off whatever the effects would be. He's able to shake off whatever the effects would be.
Okay.
However, V, you are succumbed to confusion.
Oh.
So, now this is a big one.
What do you mean?
Doesn't do any damage.
Okay.
However, for the next minute,
Oh, boy.
or you can make saves to try to end it, but
Okay.
you cannot take reactions, and at the start of your turn, you have to roll a d10. And I will tell you what happens based on what you roll.
Oh, boy.
And then at the end of your turns, you can make a wisdom save to try to end the effect.
Okay. I'll get my 10 ready.
That being said,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to try to make at the end of his turn,
Mhm.
he's going to rock with the levitate. No sense that's not hurting him. Yeah. He's just flipping around.
Rock with the legs.
Yeah. Also, there's not too far he can go. You can't go that high up, so he's going to try to end his fear effect. Nope, he's still succumbed to fear.
Still afraid.
Still afraid.
Still terrified of himself.
Mhm.
All right, so that is the end of his turn. Dameon, you go.
Okay, so I get to roll with advantage because he's so afraid.
Yes.
So afraid of him too. Okay, that's not going to mean much because that is that's an 8.
That will unfortunately miss.
Mm-hmm.
As again, you swing around with the sword. Just kind of maybe you catch it on the shelf to your side. These are definitely tight quarters. All right, anything else?
Nope.
Okay. V, start of your turn. Please roll a d10 for me.
5. In the
A
middle.
5, you say, huh?
In the middle, right? Same.
Okay. So, you see as... What's your chance to hit? What's like your melee attack with your mace?
+4.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Odds or evens?
Oh boy.
Even.
No, I'm gonna hit myself.
Okay. You see, it's almost as if, like, again, you're not quite in control of your body.
Uh-huh.
You drop your crossbow at your feet,
Oh boy.
take out your mace, and take a swing at Dameon
I'm so sorry.
for a 7. So pretty much you 7 misses you, I'm sure. So you pretty much swing low. You kind of just like knock a bunch of stuff off the table in front of you.
Oh my gosh.
However, you also do step away,
Ah!
kind of run over this way. He's going to take one opportunity attack at you.
Mm.
At disadvantage because he is a fierce.
Mhm.
Okay, not bad though.
Don't cheer for him.
Yeah, no, I mean, he hasn't done much. 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Take 11 points of blood.
Oh no.
Yeah, 11 points because he's not enfeebled anymore.
Oh.
As you take it like a frantic swing at Dameon, he comes over and just like clobbers you with one of his big old hands. And that is the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom save to try to shake the confusion.
10.
Okay, so at that point, you look over and you see, like, there's 2 Dameons, and then you turn around and there's, like, you're standing next to you. You are so confused. This potion is got its hooks in you. And also, I will mention, you did drop your crossbow.
Over there.
Over there. Yep, so we'll just mark it just so, and you're, like, desperately clutching to your mace. Like, get away! All right. That is back. Actually, that was your turn. So back to the top of his turn. He's got 2 attacks. He's going to try to grapple you with his first one. So he has advantage and disadvantage. So I'm just going to roll once. I didn't roll great, but he adds a lot.
7, 12.
Okay, that's enough. So he reaches out to grapple you. You're just able to like slip out of his grasp. That being said, he's going to try to throw a punch at you with his second attack.
Okay.
It is at disadvantage, but it's going to be a 19.
That hits.
Hell, what?
For 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Gonna come just clobbers you over the head.
It's claw weird time.
Yeah, you're pretty much fighting the thing in his basement. All right.
Yancey Street basement.
That is the end of his turn. He's going to try to break the fear. Come on, Hall. Nope. That's an 8.
Something.
For some reason, I can't roll over a 4 to break the fear. It is your go.
He's gonna catch some sword, hopefully.
Get it?
Ooh, natural 19, so that is 24.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Get some of this. 6 damage.
6 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. You see, he kind of staggers back, and he's looking like at this point he's definitely frantically looking for a way out. Not quite sure if it's the damage he's taken or just the fact that he's literally afraid of himself. But he's frantically starting to look around for like an escape or something like that. You are all done?
I am all done.
V, roll a d10, please.
4.
Okay, so with that, you kind of stand around, you look around, and you take no movement or no actions.
You just stand there.
Your turn is over. Like, you are dumbfounded. You are unsure of what to do
I
here.
drool.
But make a wisdom save.
Yes. 11.
once again, you look down at your mace, and the head of the mace is just like dripping with blood, and you're like, what? Who did I kill? Even though you've hit no one with it.
Nothing.
Your mace is absolutely clean.
Oh boy.
All right. Unfortunately, that is the end of your turn.
Yay.
Paul is going to, before he moves, he's going to use his 6th and final potion. You see, he's going to take the cork off this one and drink it.
Oh, there.
And he is going to recover
Ugh.
6 points of health.
So that negated that thing.
You see, as he goes to down it, but a lot of it misses. He just kind of pours it onto his chest. Some of it gets into his wounds, but he heals a few points of health. He is now out of potions, but he is going to step away from you, so you can take an attack if you want.
With advantage?
With advantage, because of his appearedness.
Fear. That it's going to
You
be...
still levitating?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, technically, when you have levitation on you, you can, willingly get down on the ground and run.
Okay.
You just have the ability to levitate.
22.
22 will hit. He turns the corner just...
I'm just imagining this in my head.
13 points of damage.
13!
Woo!
How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna try and slice him and then see that he's getting down there and then hit him with my pommel.
Okay. So as he attempts to just straight up run away from you, you're able to kind of get a good angle on him where he's not able to defend himself. You hit him, so it's not a lethal blow, but it's definitely one. Maybe you hit him in the leg so it slows him down. You bring the pommel of your sword on the back of his head, and he with a loud thud. Down goes the big guy. For now, because unfortunately we do have to continue this until you break this.
Damn it.
It is your go. So what do you want to do?
So
He didn't get that far. He falls right about at your feet. You see he slumps down and he crashes into one of the... Luckily the racks are sturdy, but...
I don't know, is there anything I can do to help snap her out of her confusion? Give her...
Yeah, so if you want, you can go over... You'd be able to assist her with it, so she'd get advantage on her saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's something you feel like you can specifically do to break her of it, you tell me. But
I hit her with some gust.
you want to hit her with gust?
No,
Yeah.
Now you're confused and on the ground.
No, so I'll just go over and be snap out of it.
Okay.
Cut the shit.
All right, so top of your turn.
Professionals here.
I do need you to still roll that d10.
5.
All right, so as Dameon approaches you, and you say, snap out of it, we're professionals, you hear, I'm going to gut you from him. She takes a swing at you.
Don't I get to choose odds or even?
Nope, you're the only target here. 17?
Hits.
Okay. What is your strength?
Strength?
Your strength modifier.
Oh, +4. Oh, yeah. No, wait. 2.
Yeah, just your damage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2.
It's 1d6 plus 2. Alright, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As in a fit of sheer confusion, she just clocks you. Alright, it is end of your turn, so please get advantage, because he's still trying to assist you.
Mm-hmm.
She's the real boss fight.
Natural 20!
There you go. So you kind of whack him, take a step back, and then all of a sudden your vision kind of clarifies. You see he's standing in front of you. She pretty much just whacked you in the arm with her club.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. He's done.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Well, let's search around for some clues about what he meant about a bigger picture.
Are you hurt severely?
I mean, I could... Well, maybe he has a health potion lying around doing nothing.
I don't want to drink anything in here.
Pretty sure I can discern a health potion. But at the very least, it's got to be red.
It's a safe bet. They're always red.
Well, if you find something, let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to do cure wounds on myself. Or are we thinking we can do a short rest?
So I will say the one thing is you see he is clearly unconscious. He is like there. He is like, but he is not actively up and about.
All right, so I'm gonna go to Glimbo, untie him, tie him up.
I mean, I have rope.
Then
I have 2 sets of rope.
Then I'll take your rope and I'll tie up this guy. I'll get Glimbo, bring him down. Let's see if he knows anything.
Okay. So are we doing a short rest? So I just use hit dice.
I mean, we can.
Or not. I'll do cure wounds. I'll do cure wounds.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Do you want to attempt a short rest?
Not with that attitude. I will do cure wounds.
Okay. Because you're not quite sure if it's going to be safe for the next... Short rest is usually...
Hour.
We do an hour, yeah.
Oh, yes, true. I was thinking 30 minutes.
You're not quite sure if it'll be safe for 30 minutes. He might go into his next form. He grows long limbs and wings and like every good boss fight.
But he's tied up, so...
Yes.
I just stab him. Oh, you're going to transform, are you?
No.
Stop it. Okay.
I see you casting cure wounds on yourself?
Yes, I cure
Okay.
did it twice.
And you are tying up Paul?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so you tie him
I
up.
go pick up my car.
How do you want to tie him up?
Essentially a hog tie to make
Okay.
sure that he can't use his...
All right. So you see, actually, as you... Even in this quick... Like, it's only been a handful of seconds between, like, you get Viladro back to her senses, get the rope, go over to him. You actually see he is, like, almost with every breath, he is starting to, like, go back to normal size.
Okay.
His breath is more of someone who has gotten his ass kicked rather than, like, some sort of, like, raging monster. And at one, as in the middle of tying, he lets out like a, but you can like wake him up when you're good and ready. All right, what are you doing in the meantime?
So I'll do cure wounds. I want to try to go around and like gather all the potions together.
Okay.
Maybe, or like as many as I can, or at least gather the dangerous ones. If they're labeled. If they're not labeled, then I'm just trying to gather them all together.
Okay.
I'll color
Yeah. So
organize them.
looking around the workshop, you see this right over here in this corner is like a table workshop. There's some potion and burners to everything you need to do to brew potions. This entire wall are shelves and shelves of all different colors and size bottles. Some of them are big, some of them are like very, very small vials. But
they're not labeled.
None of them are labeled.
Oh,
no. Again, they're different colors, and even like they're not color coded. Like they are in a like haggard. They're all over the place.
Never mind.
You can do that. This is what you perceive. You also see the barrels. They are not labeled in the sense of what is in them. Basically, each one has a spout on the front. They are numbered. There's like one aisle is A, 1, 2, 3, 4, probably up to like 16, and then the second one is B, and then 1 to 16. So you got a lot of different. I mean, you're not sure that they're all different.
Yeah.
A 1 through 4 could all be the same stuff.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of barrels and a lot of already brewed potions.
Can I try to find like a notebook or a book or something?
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah. 14.
Alrighty. So looking around, you start at the potion workshop,
Mhm.
and you see a few things actually. One, you do see a large book, kind of sort of matching the description that Glimbo, he said it was too big to just carry around.
Mhm.
It's a large, like, leather-bound book with, like, all sorts of notes and things sticking out of it. It's a massive book. And as you kind of open it up, you see there are, like, just notes and formulas and all sorts. Some things written in Dwarvish, some things written in Common. But this appears to be a notebook full of probably what you're looking for.
Mhm.
At one point, you do actually see at the back of the book, there's a chart that shows what's currently in the 4 tall glass vials, and you see those things are like bubbling and like they look like they're in the process of like brewing or fermenting maybe.
Mhm.
But then there's also a list of what's in all of the barrels.
Mhm. Are in the barrels? Are they potions or are they like elements of potions?
So the barrels do have potions in them, and they are some of which are you recognize them from the potions that Presto was selling. The Jolly Giant Strength Potion, the Elvish Aiming Potion, Rock in a Hard Place Potion. Some of them are potions of healing. Some of them are vials of acid. There's quite a collection here. There's also a potion of enlarge. Like I said, there's quite a few different ones.
Okay.
The other thing you see, there is 2 pieces of notes, 2 like scrap papers that kind of like are off to the side. One of them is a small little note that's folded in half. The other looks like some sort of letter.
I want to snoop.
You want to snoop?
I want to snoop.
Which one you want to look at first?
The little scraggly.
The little scraggly.
Yeah, the little scrap.
All right. So you see again, you fold it in half, small little piece of parchment. It appears to be some sort of like a logo for like a brand or a company or something. And the catch line reads, "The cure for what ails, even if what ails was a cure. Hammer Hearth's healing and haberdashery." It looks like some sort of Hammer Hearth potion shop.
Yeah. And that was not like the name of the shop where we went there. Okay.
Nope.
So say the quote again.
The cure for what ails, even if what ails was a cure.
Okay. Interesting.
It also says on the bottom, opening soon.
Say where?
Yeah. Actually, no, he wouldn't have an address yet.
Okay. Okay. And then can I read the letter?
Sure. The letter is addressed to Mr. Hall Hammerhearth from Patsy's Princely Print Shop of Velmire. Patsy's Princely Print Shop of Velmire. It reads, "Dear Mr. Hammerhearth, please see the attached final proof for your recent order. We apologize we could not fit Hammerhearth's healing and haberdashery on the same line as you requested. It's still a lovely name for a shop, however, and we wish you great success. We also regret to inform you we will be unable to complete the requested print run of flyers in time to be distributed at Feet Fest, as our staff are planning to attend the event themselves. Surely you understand. Good luck with your new business, and many blessings for opening day. Signed, Patsy Prince of Patsy's Princely Print Shop."
So...
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I want to go get Glimbo.
Okay. So you head back after you make sure that he's securely fastened. Maybe you tie him to the barrel racks, and that thing's pretty sturdy, so it's not going anywhere. And especially now that he's shrunk down to normal dwarven size, back to his 3.5 foot stature. You head back upstairs. You see Glimbo is exactly where you left him, and his eyes are wide. He's like, "Is that you? Can't see, it's so dark in here." And he is pretty much sitting in the dark. The windows are barricaded. Maybe a little bit of light creeps in from the door that you kicked off.
So dark.
All right, Gumbo. Time to help us add things up.
Sure, of course. As you go to untie him, I don't even know your name. I've been sitting here thinking, I don't even know their names.
Anyway, so let's go down.
Do you want to keep him bound at all, or do you want to fully untie him?
I'll fully untie him. At this point, I know he's...
Thank you.
Shut up and go downstairs.
Rubs his little wrists. All right. Is everyone okay?
Yes.
Did your friend make it?
She's quite well. Thank you.
Is Hall alive?
He's very dead. We can go...
You're my friend.
he wanted you dead, actually.
What? No, that's impossible. Hall and I are friends. We're tight.
You're hauling us.
Hall and Glimbo. What I want?
Well, that can't be right. You're clear. You must have taken a blow to the head or something.
I, in fact, did take a blow to the head, but I still heard what I heard.
Oh, well, it's safe to go down there.
It's very safe.
Okay. He cautiously heads down the steps. You bring him into the chamber. Oh, what a lovely hat and coat rack. Oh, I like this one. You see, he reaches up and puts a hat on. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna need you to stop this right now.
Right. Of course. I'm so sorry. He keeps the hat on his head.
What? Have you never been down here before?
No, I've never been in his home before. I haven't been here in quite some time. It wasn't always barricaded as long as I knew.
All right.
Found your book.
Oh, good. Can I have it back?
No.
Is it damaged?
We have to ask some questions first.
Also, can you identify any of these potions just by looking at them?
You bring him over to the potion rack. Yes, I can. And he starts pointing out, this one's a health potion. This one's a potion of spell restoration. This potion is of haste and growth. Yes.
Is the health potion that he pointed out, is it red?
Yes.
Can I take the health potion?
Sure.
All right, I try the health potion.
All right, you drink it. You recover 1d6 plus 2 health.
6.
You get 6 health back.
Nice!
Do you smash the bottle on the floor?
No.
Okay. That's what everyone does with potions. You drink it and then just... Because no one reuses glass.
It's biodegradable. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't you, when you take a health potion, you drink it and then you eat...
You eat the bottle.
Eat the bottle.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to eat the glass or else...
Yeah.
That's where the health.
Yep. Alrighty.
And that's what builds your constitution. Yeah.
So, do you want to do
You bring
a truth circle?
the truth serum. You truth serum on them?
A truth? No, I have zone of truth, but I just wanted to call it something different.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to make it weird.
All right.
I wanted to make it weird.
We all have to hold hands, and then we pray to Martia, and then she tells us the truth.
Well, it's going to keep him from...
Going in circles.
Sounds good to me.
Can we... One second.
Is there another health potion?
Yes. I will say
Identify all the health potions.
Yeah.
And put them in the middle.
I will say there are 2 health potions.
Okay. I'm going to grab one and I'm going to stick it in Hall's mouth and so that he heals up a little bit.
So you go over there. Give me a d6.
+2?
Yeah.
5.
Okay. So he goes back to... definitely he regains consciousness. And he... Oh, what happened? My head's pounding. Oh, it's you. Well, he's bound. Did I try to attack you?
Oh, you tried to attack me. You tried to attack my friend here. And you definitely said you were going to kill Glimbo, so...
Glimbo, like, comes around the corner. Oh! You come to kill me?
I'm
He's
just
like,
as shocked as you, Glimbo.
He's like, no, boy, I wasn't going to kill you. It was just a joke, of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Not at all.
Sure.
You want to cast Zone of Truth on it?
Yes.
Okay. How does Zone of Truth
So,
work?
I'm reading it because I want to have Glimbo in there too. I want
Okay.
Glimbo to
Step in here, Glimbo.
come here.
Don't stand right
Stay
here.
closer.
Stand next to your friend.
You can create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range.
Okay.
Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. An affected creature is aware of the spell, and thus can avoid answering the questions, which would normally respond with a lie, such as creatures evading, evasive, and
Okay, so they have to make what kind of save?
Charisma.
Okay. I don't know if he... Does it say anything about, like, you know?
Yes.
Okay.
I know if they fail.
You know if they fail?
Yeah.
Okay. Which,
yeah,
I guess...
You know whether a creature succeeds or fails in the saving throw.
Okay. So you see, as the spell takes hold of the area, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, I can't wait.
I imagine it should probably affect you too, right?
Yeah.
Give me a charisma.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
can,
does
it's 15-foot radius. I can stand back.
Yeah.
Also, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not in the radius. I'm not
Yeah,
in
that's
yeah,
true,
we
that's
can
true.
make the point farther away.
Okay.
because I would have surely failed.
All right. So then...
What color is your underwear?
I don't wear
What underwear?
Great to know.
I'm a rebound.
It's part of his training.
This is my real voice.
Please get in the circle.
That'd be great.
Alrighty, you see
I don't need anything that looks like a dick.
as the spell washes over the two of them, you see Hall is intently staring at, Glimbo is intently staring at Hall. Glimbo is intently staring at Hall like, you were gonna hurt me? You were gonna hurt me? We're best friends, Hall. All of last year, we spent every single day together. We eat every meal together.
I would want to kill you.
We work together every day. And you hear Hall goes, and I've hated you ever since. You see
I was like,
as he is utterly forced to tell the truth.
and the truth comes out.
He looks at you. What do you want to know?
Well, everything would be nice.
Yes. What was your plan?
My plan? My plan was to ditch this loser. Yeah, you. You're a loser, Glimbo.
Yeah, you are a bit of a loser.
I never. Do you see this hat? You see, he's wearing like
You
this
just
nice
got that
like
hat.
brimmed hat.
You just got that hat.
He goes, and it looks great on me. It's like a nice like gray felt hat.
I cast Firebolt on it.
Or
Aw.
throw a firebolt at Glimbo.
At the hat.
Okay, give me an attack.
Do I have to attack?
Firebolt's a.
Yeah.
You're essentially throwing a fireball at him. You want to do it for dramatic effect?
Yeah, it's more like a the hat just goes up in flames.
He's wearing the hat. Though.
Okay, but it doesn't
Okay.
have. Unless if he lets it burn on him,
It's mine!
then he really is a loser.
Okay. You cast a little spark of flame on him. You see his hat, the fire kind of like hits it and almost like sits on top of it. He like, oh no! He instincts like takes it off. You actually see the fire just kind of like sits on top of the hat. The hat doesn't burn. Doesn't singe. It doesn't fray up in any way. It's almost as if like
It's a magic item.
it's not on fire. And he's like, well, that's bizarre. And Hall goes, that's because it's magic. What is this spell? This is terrible. Why aren't you in the circle?
Because I don't want to tell the truth.
That makes sense.
So,
My plan.
yeah, so you intentionally were going to,
Sabotage.
yes,
Yes.
your current business.
Yes. No one really knows about me.
Mhm.
Everyone just knows about this fool. Figured it would be pretty easy for him to take the fall. No one would believe him. Can't trust him as far as you can throw him. And he's like, I mean, that's not entirely true. You
He's
see
not
it.
affected by this.
See one point the fire like kind of fizzles out and he puts the hat back up. So I like this hat even more.
He's not affected by the zone of truth.
The zone of what now? He's like, it's some sort of spell she cast on us. You idiot! I feel great. Better than ever, actually.
So is there antidotes for what you spread in?
The feet pest.
He goes, it should be temporary.
In reverse?
Yes.
Okay.
Any damage done, maybe not so much, but
But there's a person. There was one woman that aged rapidly.
it
She's not
should,
going to die, right?
assuming she doesn't die before the potion wears off.
Okay.
I was using some sort of thing. He called it Grave Bloom.
Who's he?
I didn't know him. Someone I bought the potion, the ingredients from. It was a man, shitty human like you.
Fair enough.
Where was it?
Here in Velmire.
What did he look like? That's the description. Besides you.
And you see he like snaps into position and he's like, he was well dressed. He had dark hair, short, slicked back, dark eyes, very well dressed. Young, maybe early 20s,
Where did this happen? Where did you buy it from?
in the market.
Where in the market?
I met him behind one of the shops. He approached me, actually.
Behind what shop?
Behind, I think it was a butcher.
Did he give a name?
He called himself the Crow.
Did he give a little caca when he walked?
You didn't.
You smell like I love it.
And Glimbo's like, that's ridiculous.
I'd smack Gilbo just upside the head. Alright, I want you to listen real quickly, you little shit. You do not speak unless spoken to. Got it?
But I'm full of valuable information.
Right now, you're not. He is.
Because he's affected.
I swear to God, Glimbo, you will meet your maker.
This is a limited time spell, so we don't have a lot of time.
You hear Hall go, he's serious. Shut up, Gumbo. All right. I'm going to go sit down.
No, you're going to stay right here.
Oh.
You're just not going to say a fucking word.
Understood.
All right. Now that we're all in agreement, continue.
Yes, okay. The Crow. So Brave Bloom just creates what? Random...
I've never worked with it before. He said it was very potent. Said it should accomplish what I was looking to do.
Okay.
How did he know what you were trying to do?
I don't know. He seemed to know who I was.
Did he give any contact information? Like, if you need more, let me know.
He said I should never need more.
Do you have any left here?
I do. Yes.
Where is it? Put it up.
He gestures over on the potion brewing station.
Mm-hmm.
You see there's like a small chest with a bunch of little like drawers. And he goes, third one from the right.
Yeah, I'm going to secure that.
That contraband?
Yeah. Did anyone else know about your plans?
No. Other than the print shop.
The print shop knew your plans?
Okay, so...
I was like, wait a minute!
No, that's true, that's true.
Patsy's print shop is the closet.
The mastermind behind all
The print shop knew I was starting a business.
Okay.
The print shop did not know about my sabotage of Limbo's business. He's like, it was our business! I was planning on taking our money anyway. You would have been out of business, in prison. You wouldn't have needed it.
This is so lovely. I'm just watching the truth unfold. This is great. Any other questions?
Are you going to kill me?
No, we're going to send you in.
Yeah, you're probably worth more alive than dead.
Fair enough.
All right, Glimbo.
Point out all the potions and tell me what they are. Or as many as he can get there at the end of the
He goes, it's in the back of the book.
And those are correct?
Yes, up to date. I'm meticulous with my notes.
And there's no...
The barrels aren't all completely ready.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are still fermenting.
And there's nothing in here that was tampered with?
No. I made sure Glimbo took everything. Okay. Glimbo's like, I'm still outraged at you! How could you do this, Hall?
So when there's one more minute left, I'll be like, and ask as many questions as you'd like.
Like,
he has to tell you the truth.
How long were you planning this? He goes, planning to start a new shop? The last 9 months or so. I've only been in business for a year. And he's like, it's been the worst year of my life.
3 months in.
Planning to sabotage your business. Only the last few weeks when the crow met me. He's like, did you destroy my shop? Yes.
Hurry up.
That's
30 seconds left.
That's all I want to know.
What do you hate most about Limbo?
Everything.
Yes. Your mind just explodes too much.
He never once said thank you for the hats and coats I made him.
Oh.
He's like, they were gifts.
You say thank you for your gifts?
Do you?
Yes!
Oh.
Oh, you.
Well, I'm not going to thank you. Can I move now?
No, you have to stay here.
No.
You have a... Why did you want the book? No. Whose book is this?
Well, it's mine, but Hall's...
Some dwarvish in there.
Yes, it was originally mine. Let's see, how can we say this?
Darn it.
Hall's made a lot of notes. He's made a lot of improvements to it. But I brought the book. I was really the brains behind the operation.
Who'd you get it from? Or where'd you learn about this? Did you study potions?
You think I to be a liar?
Yes.
Yes,
100%.
I'm very upset that this circle didn't work on you.
Well, let's just say I got it from a reliable source. I studied it, learned what I could, and then found Hall as someone who was...
You have to beat it out of him?
There's really no reason for violence. I mean, as far as I know, Hall didn't add any of his nefarious concoctions to the book. Did you, Hall? And at this point, the spell is ended. But he goes, no, I haven't. I just added the grave bloom to a few of our existing homemade potions and
Do you want to stay here with them while I get guards?
Yeah, I'll stay with him. But one last thing, Hall. Do you know where he got the book from?
no, I didn't. I never really thought to ask, and he did have it before we met, so I added quite a bit to it. It was mostly standard stuff in there, but over the months we experimented with, mostly me, but experimented with a lot of things, and that's how we came up with our own concoctions. And gotta admit, he's quite charming, at least. We sold a lot of potions in a pretty short time. He goes, well, thank you, Hall. That's the proper time to say thank you, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank both of you. You've done a very good thing. By the way, are you still affected by your potion?
Like
does it like
does it?
because it affects you until you're short, until you go into a short rest.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm pretty sure.
So are you still like clearly in control, but are you still like, does the potion like physically change you?
That's until you finish a short or long rest. Or I can choose to
Expel.
take an action and expel it.
Okay. I'm just asking from a visual standpoint. Are you still like blacked out and
I don't want to say that like when I take a mutagen, it's like it completely like changes me. It's just like I take it and it like I'm the only one who can take these things in my body. Right. So like, you know, like if I take the strength one, you know, I'll probably look like I'm a little bit more muscular.
Okay.
Or if I take the cat eye one, like my eyes will probably glow a little bit more. I don't want it to be like, I'm this fucking monster. You will tell me everything you know!
Alrighty. So, with that, is there anything else you need from Presto?
From Presto.
Or Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Paul looks like he's ready to accept his punishment.
What do you want to do with this one?
Presto?
Yeah.
Well, we're keeping his book.
Oh.
That's for sure.
So you're going to say, we're keeping him.
No. Absolutely not.
He's the sidekick you never knew you needed.
No. Should we...
I mean...
I don't like to steal, but if we take for the benefit of our own...
Oh, no, of course. You definitely entitled to some sort of reward here.
I don't think your permission. Oh. I wasn't looking for your permission.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I understand.
Theoretically, he's done nothing wrong, or nothing that we can prove he's done wrong. It's all Hall here, so...
Oh, look who's befriended him now.
What do you mean?
Earlier you were like, oh, he's your friend.
I'm just saying that there's...
I know.
I don't like that.
Yeah. But should we take some potions?
Yeah.
Okay. So while I go and get the guards, you collect an assortment. We can't take everything because I need to take.
Well, you take everything you can. I'll take everything I can, and then
we have to leave some.
What?
Huh?
What?
Because the guards are gonna be like, oh, a potion shop with no potions.
He sold them all.
Okay.
So how about this?
Woo!
Since you're looking at the loot, as you scrounge around the shop.
It's fine. You get to get the best ones.
Yeah. As you scrounge around the shop, there is quite an assortment of potions. Oh, there's more in there than just cards. Presto also insists. He goes, "You've saved my life, my business, and, well, you've made me learn that I can't quite trust everyone I thought I could, so this was a valuable life lesson. I would very much like to pay you for your troubles.
Sure.
He reaches into his coat pocket, pulls out a big sack of coins.
Oh, shit.
This is for you and your friend. Yeah. Open it up, and as you count through it, it's 150 gold.
Nice.
Is it real?
You can check it. It is real gold pieces. And he appeared to have had it on him the whole time. He didn't really have much of an opportunity to leave your sight.
Yeah.
And he was hogtied for the last 6 hours. So
Okay. So I will go get the guards, bring them in, tell them the story. Turn over Hall. I don't know if there's going to be, accessory crimes or whatever to presto. That is I can't protect you from that.
he goes, I'm sure. You see he tips his newfound hat. I'm sure I can tell the guards whatever they need to know.
Yeah. Yes, but they might, because you sold them, you might still be accountable.
You may be right, or you may be wrong. After all, I am the amazing Presto.
Never done without.
Just kind of claps for himself.
Always on.
All right, well, at that point, you said who's going to get the guards?
I was gonna go get the guards.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he looks through all the lights.
Alrighty, so with that, he's going to sit tight. Probably figures fleeing a crime scene is not the right look, so he's going to sit tight. Paul's going to sit tight. You probably keep an eye on him as you flip through the stuff you find.
I want to flip through the book.
Okay.
As a potions man myself, I can stand to learn a thing or two.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
Is he a smart boy?
Be a smarty pants boy. No!
Damn it. He's a dumb
Intelligence?
boy.
Intelligence, yeah.
5.
Okay. So unfortunately, you're flipping through. You're kind of more caught up on the names and the effects of the desired effects of the potions, more so than the ingredients and formulas behind brewing said potions. Are you planning on keeping this book?
Yeah.
You planning on returning to Glimbo?
No, this is no longer Glimbo.
Okay. At one point, he will ask for it back, but
I'm gonna say I don't know what you're talking about.
after a quick exchange, he realizes he's not. He owes you a debt of gratitude, so he's not in a position to be demanding things back.
I would like to see him try.
Nope. With that, so you keep the book. I say every so often you can skim through it and try to pick up things here and there to get into potion brewing if you wanted to down the road. I will say if you actually wanted to act upon it, you'd have to purchase ingredients and you'd have to purchase a alchemist's kit so you can actually do the actual science behind it. But you have a book of alchemical formulas, including their own homebrew stuff,
Which is your homebrew stuff.
which is this book's homebrew stuff. Alrighty, so maybe about 20 minutes or so, V comes back with 2 guards. You bring them in through the kicked open front door. They do their thing. They secure the room. Come down and again, the basement is just rancid with all different sort of. You get to buy potion shops should be probably well ventilated.
Yeah.
This is definitely not a potion shop. You're lucky lighting a firebolt didn't make this place go up in flames. But yeah, so with that, you bring the guards in. They apprehend Hall. Hall does not fight justice. He seems to own up to what he did. and they check the area, just make sure it's secure. But you get the vibe they're going to take him away and then probably come back and like set up a true crime scene and do like a full investigation. They have a few questions for you guys. Do you want to be truthful with the guards? Do you want to include, like, how much do you want to include yourself in the story?
I mean...
Or do you want to just let Glimbo do all the talking?
Hell no. We need to control it a little bit.
I mean, I'll just say that we were at Beat Fest and these things happened. We found out that Glimbo had something to do with it, but turns out it was really Hall who was trying to frame Glimbo.
Okay.
And I'm doing this while ruffling through his alchemical stuff, and I'm like, oh, maybe I might need some Night Bloom or something.
That's actually a good question. What do you want to do with the Grave
Bloom?
I will take the Grave Bloom.
Okay. Do you want to...
Even though that's evidence for this?
Real quick, I would say before the guards, do you want to hand the Grave Bloom off to the guards, or do you want to keep it for yourself? I would say there's no mention of Grave Bloom anywhere in the book. And you get the vibe that from what Hall was saying under the Zone of Truth, that the guy just told him, add it to any potion and it'll add like different effects. So it is a bit of an unknown, but like you said, it might be evidence.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna take it because I don't trust these guards anyway. That they're asking for 5 gold to enter the city.
I mean, that's not them.
It's someone. They're enforcing it. It's not like they said, no, I won't stand for this. They're like, okay, I guess I'm the guard and I'm in charge of you.
I mean, everybody has a job.
So, you're right. Some of them probably
like a true fascist.
Oh, Jesus.
Some of them probably like it. Some of them probably don't, but they do their job. All right, so you're going to take the Grave Bloom.
I'm taking the Grave Bloom.
Okay.
Are you going to include Grave Bloom?
That's what I'm saying.
In
so
the
what
story?
is our story going to be then? That he just messed with the potion
Yeah.
himself? Okay.
He added some unknown ingredient to it that...
Yes, so let's not say this in front of him.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say at some point you guys would probably have all right, what are we going to do with these guys?
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Okay, so you're going to keep the Grave Bloom. So if you want to mark down in your inventory, there appears to be, you'll find out down the road, 3 uses of Grave Bloom. It's unclear exactly how much you're supposed to use, what it does, again, and just the potion brewing process in general. But you'll learn down the road that some things you could use extra uses or just one. You have 3 uses of a unknown substance. You have cocaine. Alrighty, so with that, you guys depart from the shop after having a short conversation with the guards. They determine that and Presto, Glimbo, only sings praises of you. So, that these are my knights in shining armor. They saved me. They saved me from the angry mob. They saved me from a life of prison or worse. So the guards are content that you're not part of this crime, that you only were here to help. They don't offer to pay you or anything like that.
They won't.
But with that, Glimbo is like, once again, thank you both for your help. And hopefully, I will start up another sort of traveling salesman business. And maybe you'll see me again down the road.
I hope that never happens. Thank you.
I've got to get back to Bryce, though, because all of my stock is there.
It was set on fire. Remember?
I don't remember that, but that's catastrophic. Okay, well... Square one is okay, too. I've got my life. I've got this hat. I've got, apparently, a few coats. I'm sure Hall won't mind.
Neither will we.
All right, then. I bid you adieu.
Adieu.
Farewell.
May death come for you swiftly.
Oh! You too, I suppose. You silly lady.
Silly lady.
Alrighty, so with that, you guys depart from the Hammerhearth estate. Hammerhearth! What do you guys want to do next? You are in...
I want to look at the loot.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Did you pick loot already?
No, I have not.
Yeah, so let's sort through the loot. Rob!
Alrighty. We have a potion of growth, potion of fire breath, potion of climbing, potion of healing,
I'll say you have 2 potions of healing. There was a second one.
He's just saying that, I think. I think.
Right, you have 1 potion card. Yes. You have 2 potions of common healing, the lowest level.
Sure, okay. We got a stone of good luck, or a luck stone, a potion of vitality, Kyogatom's ointment, and a potion of heroism.
So of course the luck stone is an item that will travel with you for however long you see fit. The potions are all obviously 1 use, and I forget if the ointment has a if it recharges or not. But
the ointment has 3 charges, I think.
Okay, it would say if it recharges or not. It's essentially a healing ointment. A magical, but healing ointment.
It doesn't, this glass shard 3 inches and contain 1d4 plus 1 doses of a thick mixture.
Thick with 2 C's. Thick with 2 C's. All right, 1d4 plus 1?
Plus 1.
All right, so you have 4 uses of the healing ointment.
Okay. Do you want to hold on to that, or you want me to hold it? Because I can heal, but if I'm not with you, you can heal yourself.
How much does it heal for? I don't remember.
2d8 plus 2, and it cures like poisons automatically.
Pretty potent stuff.
Yeah, as an action, 1 dose of the ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. The creature that receives it regains 2d8 plus 2 points, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of any disease.
Wow, that's pretty nice.
You got 4 uses of it.
So, did you pick what you want?
No, I mean, you pick what you want. I'll take one. Ladies first, right?
What a gentleman.
But for the healing one specifically, like...
We should have 1 each.
She's talking about the ointment.
The ointment, sorry.
Oh.
The ointment's not attunement, so anyone can carry it. I don't remember if the luck stones...
The luck stone is an attunement.
Okay, so you'd have to take a short rest to utilize that. But everything else, 1 use potions.
Do you want to pause it here? Because it get very quiet and boring. Unless you want to.
Maybe order dinner at 7.
Sure. Sounds good. Alrighty. So with that, we're going to wrap up here. Thank you again for joining us. I hope you were able to tolerate our us in general. This is the first of many sessions we're hoping to put together, so if you like what you saw, definitely keep an eye on our channel. Like everyone else on YouTube, we'd love if you like and subscribe our channel, share with people you know. That definitely helps us a lot, and also that gives you an idea of when we put out more content. You'll be the first to know about it. So thank you again, and until next time we meet, happy rolling.
Bye-bye.